stuck my hand in a purse that I didn't look into before I stuck my hand in, and I got stuck on a needle. I didn't tell anybody that I got stuck. I didn't tell my partner that day. I didn't alert a supervisor. I didn't do anything. I just went on with the job.
I think one reason they don't report it is because of the fear of getting in trouble with their superior officers.
I didn't want to rock the boat. I didn't want to, cause a wave or stand out in any way.
I don't know any officer that has never been concerned about a needle stick.
One mistake can be dangerous. It can be deadly even.
Currently, possession of drug paraphernalia is a Class 1 misdemeanor. So someone could be a diabetic and they could have a needle on them, and that could be criminalized.
Syringe decriminalization is a policy where syringes are just decriminalized, meaning nobody is ever can be arrested for carrying a syringe. What happens is people carrying syringes no longer are afraid to say, I have a needle on me. And what happens then is we know in those places, according to one study, that 66% of there's a 66% decrease in law enforcement sticks. It's just a really great way to decrease law enforcement accidental needle stick exposures. And the great thing about syringe decriminalization itself is it doesn't cost society a cent.
My concern and part of my advocacy and what I believe is going to be an effective means of getting legislation moved towards syringe decriminalization to get things changed is, my advocacy is along just the lines of officer safety.
I think it's important to have officers involved because, after all, who is in a better position to know the dangers that an officer faces other than the officer out there on the streets, walking the beat? They know the dangers they're facing. Arresting somebody just for having a syringe is not what I would call a real quality arrest when there are other more serious crimes taking place out there.
I would love to see some communities, at least the bigger cities in the South, take a more proactive stance, just allowing people the opportunity to get clean needles and cut down on the risk of infections and harm to public safety workers that come along with that.
There's a risk of suspects discarding needles in ways that they can be encountered, in parks and beaches, in public restrooms, anywhere where children or just unsuspecting members of the public could come across them. And of course, then there's also the problem of the reuse of the needles for the same reason and the dangers there.
I don't think syringe decriminalization would promote drug use. The people that would be carrying syringes are already using drugs. You have to look at the practicality of decriminalizing, and you have to look at the economic factor. The practicality of it is the drug user is going to have a syringe anyhow. Why not make sure that the syringes he has are safe? Number two, if an officer or the drug user contracts something like HIV or hepatitis C, who's going to foot the bill for that? So you have to look at, there's two sides to this, the practicality, actually there are three sides, practicality, safety, and economics. All three of those things enter into decriminalizing syringes.